G-Sake, you're back inside of Halo the Master Chief Collection. Today I'm in Halo 2 doing Trophy Collector, which is to find all 15 skulls inside of the game. Some notes before we begin. All but Blind must be collected on Legendary, MV, Bandoleir, and Scarab may be used to assist, and Sputnik is recommended for all skulls, due to the fact for various reasons. First one, that's just wrong. We are in the armory. Now, what you're going to need to do is stand away from the elevator for close to 3 minutes, or until Jonathan says something along the lines of, would it help if I said please? Now, if he does in fact say that before the 3 minute mark, should take around 3 minutes. But anyway, once he does say, just go ahead and go into the elevator, proceed with the rest of the mission up until you get to the tram, which should honestly take about a few seconds. Down on the end here, down at the very end, right on that crate, is the skull. Now, what you need to do is look out this window and hold your activation/pickup button. And once you do, you will pick up the skull through a window, which honestly is pretty impressive you didn't break a window. But that'll unlock the first skull. That's just wrong. All these are worth 5 gamer scores, so 15 times 5, that's around... Don't make me do math in my head. Let's just go with that for right now. I'm not good with math in my head at this point in time. Alright, now, Thunderstorm, we are on Cairo Station. We have just gotten to the area where you started, and the first terminal. What we need to do is jump on this lamp up here, jump on this little girder, and then jump on this railing. Now, the only reason I have a sword out is to show you where the skull is. It's actually underneath this trash can right here. But anyway, just go and hold your pickup button. It might be right bumper by default, or B, depending on who you're what you're playing as. But anyway, once you do, you will pick it up for another 5 gamer score. And, of course, at the skull, of course, you can save and quit at any time after you pick it up. That's honestly up to you if you want to complete the mission or not. But anyway, we are now on to Blind. We are on Outskirts. Again, this is the only one that does not require a difficulty-specific selection. So immediately once you start, we're going to jump on this lamp up here, and we're going to crouch jump as soon as I get on top of this lamp. Crouch jump up here. And once we do that, we're going to head straight down this little alleyway. And as soon as we do see this little grenade pile, we're just going to pick up Blind here. And once we do, there we go. It's going to take a second here as soon as the achievement will pop. I recorded this on a day that Live was acting up on me. But anyway, as you can see in the description there, it says no specific difficulty. All the other ones do. It's the only non-specific difficulty. Now we are moving on to the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. Same exact mission, so let's restart the mission on Legendary. Note that this is the most difficult skull in the game due to the fact that there's a randomized generator. But anyway, you have to hit several unique checkpoints, first of which is to jump up here. Crouch jump over here, like we did before also. Jump across the way, then we're going to jump up on top of here. The next unique checkpoint is right here at this corner. Crouch immediately and crouch walk all the way to the edge. Once you do that, you will reach a checkpoint. Now, stay here crouching as much as you can, or at least if you do stand up by accident, crouch down immediately again. I do not know if that voids it or not, but when I did this run, in this specific run, it didn't matter. Just make sure you don't walk off the edge, as I accidentally did that, and trust me, not fun. But anyway, you'll see Johnson there on our left-hand side. Do note I have sped this up 150%. As soon as you see him get inside, you see checkpoint done, immediately jump off. Grenade jump up here. We're going to walk across this roof up here. Be careful of the snipers. There is a dead body down here. Zoom in on it until you see checkpoint done. There will be a guy that spawns. Kill him. Now we're going to jump across this house, or sorry, this building here. We're going to go along the edge around. Do some more walking, and we're going to come over to Hotel Zanzibar. We're actually going right over there in just a few minutes. But just watch out for snipers, as they will, of course, since you are on Legendary, they will kill you very easily. Of course, that's from personal experience. Go over to Hotel Zanzibar, kill the guys that are here as soon as you can. That'll help you immensely. Now, as soon as you do that, you can sit there for a checkpoint, or you can wait for your shields to respawn. Jump over here. Now, if you have Envy, turn on invisibility, jump over. There will be a guy that spawns there. Go ahead and kill him. And, of course, the skull's right down here. You may have to kill that guy once you get into the skull area. But it's kind of random. Anyway, go in here. Of course, since it is random, it may or may not spawn. If it doesn't, you're going to have to restart the checkpoint from scratch. But if it is, pick it up immediately. And you'll do a little mini game, but you don't need it for the skull because you already have because you already grabbed it. But anyway, That's I Would Have Been Your Daddy, my personal bane of existence. That took me 2 fucking hours to get. So trust me, it's not a fun one to do. So anyway, not sure I had, because it has a 1 in 7 spawn chance, that's why. But anyway, we're going to continue on, and we're going to go to Metropolis now. We have just finished the area with tunnels. We have just come out of that area way over yonder. I would highly recommend hitting that checkpoint down there, but that's honestly up to you, because that way you don't have to redo everything. Say, I don't know, if you fall off and die before getting the skull. Otherwise, you have to redo all of that. Again, up to you. I would highly recommend hitting the checkpoint there. Again, Envy is your best friend for doing these, because snipers are an asshole on outer missions. Then we're going to go along the edge here, and sitting over here is, of course, our catch skull. Again, I'm still a bit sore about I Would Have Been Your Daddy, even though it's the most hilarious skull in the game. Anyway, as soon as you grab that, achievement will pop, and that will give you catch. And of course, I probably should have edited this down a little bit more, but this is the second take I've done on this, so honestly, I'm in the middle of a fuck it mood. Now, we are on doing Grunt Birthday Party. We are on the mission, The Arbiter. Now, I have cleared out this entire area. This is the part with the Heretic Banshee. Anyway, once you get to this point here, just grab a Banshee. And what we want to do is, as soon as we get in the air, head immediately down to these areas, this superstructure down here. We're going to head towards the middle one that I just shot at, and go on the outer edge of it, like we are now. Once we have done that, you'll see a bunch of grunts right over here. So what you need to do is, of course, get out and go to the grunts and grab the skull in the center. That, of course, is Grunt Birthday Party. Now, I do know these skulls exist on other difficulties, but you only get the achievements for doing on a legendary. So just a note there while you were doing this. Because I got the next skull on normal and didn't get the achievement. I'm like, why didn't I? Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to get it on legendary. Anyway, we are getting the Famine Skull next. This is the same room as, if we're on the Oracle, first of all. This is the same room as the Terminal. Now, I did speed this up immensely, mainly because this does take a while, because I try to clean out the enemies as fast as I can, mainly because my grenades tend to bounce a bit, and my grenade jumping skills kind of suck. Note that this is one you're going to have to use Sputnik for, to get the distance you need. So anyway, the plasma grenades are your friend here. It's a bit of timing, but anyway, if you time it just right, you'll launch yourself up here, and you'll see a spawning of Flood guys spasming around the Famine Skull, which I'm assuming is them starving, which honestly is kind of funny. But anyway, that'll give you Famine. I wouldn't say that's an easy skull, as you have to go through that elevator ride, and on Legendary, even with Scarab, it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, we have one more skull down and a bunch more to go. Now we have Envy. We are on Delta Halo. We will come to these ruins, and as soon as you get to these ruins, you'll have our Marines, we'll have some ammo drops, we'll have a bunch of other stuff. But as soon as you do, you're going to come over to these pylons here. And as soon as you do, you'll want to come over to this area at the very edge here. Now, you will have to grenade jump unless you somehow knock this stone pillar here, of which I'm just able to jump straight up here. Next, you're going to have to crouch jump up to this part here. Now, you're going to have to grenade jump, not up there, but to right next to here. So, go ahead and grenade jump. I tried crouch jumping, didn't really work. So, go ahead and just grenade jump up there. You don't need Sputnik for this one, as that is a small grenade jump in comparison. But just go ahead and pick it up. That'll give you Envy, and doing the math, you should have 75 gamer score at the end of this video, which, of course, counting also the 20 should give you 95. Yay, math! And yay for my phone sitting right next to me. Anywho, that's Envy on Delta Halo. Remember, if you hit the waterfall, you've gone too far. Now we are going for Assassins. We are on the mission Regret, and this is actually after your first gondola ride. You'll have taken out the rocket dudes up there. Again, first gondola ride. You'll have killed the hunters. Hunter spawn after picking up the, this will be the area of the Regret toy. You're going to have to grenade jump up here. This is the one you do not need Sputnik for, but of course Sputnik is always useful for grenade jumps. But anyway, we are going to jump up here, and of course we're going to have to crouch jump up here. Now, sitting down here are two elites with swords, and sitting on the ground is our skull. This is actually the one I did on normal, and I couldn't figure out because one of the guides that I was reading on the Halo wiki said, oh, you can do this on normal. It's false information. You have to do it on legendary. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, that'll give us Assassins, and a pretty nice pick, gotta admit. Now we're doing Mythic on the Sacred Icon. I hate this mission with all my soul. Just, I hate it. But anyway, on this one, you'll come to this room. This will be the second room you come in with a green pulsing light. You're going to have to grenade jump off this platform to get up here. You'll come through a lot of flood. You'll do a gondola ride across an area. You'll have to kill a Super Sentinel too. But staying in this third cubby here, similar to the way the Arbiter toy was also, you will find the skull, and that'll of course be the Mythic Skull. And of course, I hate the flood, especially with that skull on, especially with Scarab. Scarab just ends you. But anyway, that's Mythic. We have 10 skulls down, 5 to go. Woohoo! We're almost there, people. But anyway, we are now doing Sputnik on Quarantine Zone. This is the very beginning of the mission. As soon as you get going, turn around and head towards this doorway here. As soon as you do, head towards this metal pylon here. Go ahead and cross it, and as soon as you do, pick up the skull. Now, if you remember, this is actually the end of, not Quarantine Zone. This is the end of the Sacred Icon. This is the area you would have come through, but you're backtracking back in the Sacred Icon a little bit. But anyway, that gives us Sputnik. As you can see, this was recorded back in December when I was doing, yeah, let's just put it this way. I'm a lazy fucker. We all know this. We should all know this by now. But anyway, now we're doing Anger. This is on the Grave Mine. This is the same area as the Cortana toy and the terminal for the Grave Mine. Now we need to go where the Cortana toy is. Note you do not need Sputnik, but you do need a grenade. There will be a grunt that comes with a fuel rod cannon. Please remember to kill him, as he will try to kill you. As you can see, I try to crouch jump up there. Doesn't work. I had to grenade jump, but regardless of that fact, that does give us the Anger Skull. Again, on Legendary, this is that first area that you come into outside after you rescue the prisoners. But there you go, Anger. Now, we are going on to the next mission, of course, which is Uprising. We're doing Ghost. Now, this is the waterfall area. This will be the same area as the terminal, as you see there. Point of reference. You'll kill some guys. There'll be a sniper over there. You'll have to kill some more guys. And as soon as you come through this little trophy weapons room right here, you are going to need a grenade. The skull's actually right up there. So what we need to do now is throw a grenade about the center of the room. This is one you need Sputnik. This is a Sputnik required skull. I'll probably put an annotation on the screen. But anyway, you'll have to Sputnik your way up there with a grenade jump. But once you do, Ghost will be yours. So, one of the few Sputnik required skulls. Anyway, we are now moving on to the mission High Charity, in which we have to grab iron. Now, this is the same area as the terminal, the sword room. This is actually towards the very end of the mission. This is a very annoying part, even with the Scarab skull on. It is. You'll see the terminal there. There's a sword in here. You'll see it right here. Actually, I'm trying to pick up the good sword. But anyway, you're going to come towards the door, and once you do, don't jump in the grab lift until you're holding your pickup button, which may, for me, is right bumper. For you, it may be something else, but as you can see, the skull literally flies at your face. Make sure you hold it down. If you do not grab it, restart checkpoint immediately, because as you can see, actually, if I let that clip go for a few seconds longer, you see you hit a checkpoint almost immediately at the top. So just remember that as you're coming towards the top, hold down the button. Now, for our final skull, and for the Mega Achievement, we are doing Black Eye on the Great Journey. As you can see in this cutscene, this is shortly after you rescue Sergeant Johnson. Now again, this is an annoying one. You can attempt this with a Spectre, but I do not recommend it, as you will die very, very easily. So what I recommend is grab one of these Banshees. Now you will hit an immediate checkpoint after jumping in the Banshee and flying towards Johnson a bit. So what we want to do is immediately boost and fly low. You know, as you can see, I flipped the graphics there for a second. It's because I died, because this specific area is a bit touchy. So what you need to do, as I slow this down here, come in on an angle so that way the ghost kind of flies over your head and doesn't splatter you like it did me. Walk up the side, and I do speed this up again as this takes a while to walk. Now we're going to head towards the back here. I have this in Classic because this actually gives us the best geometry. Now we're just going to walk up this side and just jump, and as you can see, it actually will I'll flip between the anniversary graphics there. Because you'll see you're kind of walking on air a bit. Kind of weird, but it is there. But anyway, once we reach the top, the skull is just waiting for us to pick up. So go and pick it up before Johnson dies, because I think if you wait too long, he does die. But anyway, that gives us the Black Eye Skull achievement, and also Trophy Collector, as you saw there. And again, This is not the most difficult achievement right here, but it's a bit pesky. But anyway, there you guys go. That was fun, wasn't it? Especially because I had to do this twice over. Yeah, fun for me, ain't it not? But anyway, there you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. If this helped you, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, have a great and beautiful day. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all next time. Note that this is one more achievement for the Throne of Bones. So go ahead and check out my other videos I have for Halo 2. I mean, I got a couple out there. I got some for Halo CE as well. Terminals and Skulls and Dolls. So go and check those out. And hopefully I will see you guys in other videos. Until next time, see ya.